I'm going to talk a little bit about a pretty hot supplement in the world, in the industry right now, and that is turmeric. Now, turmeric has many, many benefits that people are discovering, researchers are discovering, and you can take advantage of these benefits for yourself. Turmeric is relatively inexpensive. It's certainly not an expensive supplement to take. Now, turmeric contains bioactive compounds with powerful medicinal properties. Now, these compounds are called curcuminoids, the most important of which is curcumin. Now, curcumin is not present dramatically in turmeric. It's only about 3% by weight. So if you're going to want to get the maximum benefit of curcumin, you're best to buy a curcumin supplement. So if you're just taking turmeric for the curcumin, it's probably not the wisest thing to do. But ultimately, and unfortunately, curcumin is poorly absorbed in the bloodstream as well. Now, it does help to consume black pepper, which contains piperine. You can buy piperine alone as a supplement if you'd like to. This enhances black pepper and piperine enhance the absorption of curcumin by about 2,000%. So if you're going to take turmeric, curcumin is probably a good idea to take some black pepper. Use black pepper in your foods or buy piperine as well. Now, curcumin is a natural anti-inflammatory compound. Its inflammation is due to the diet of most people, high sugar content. Inflammation is a huge problem in the world right now, in the developed countries in particular. Bacteria and things like cancer, etc., love inflammation. And so if you can drop that inflammation, you can help prevent a lot of different diseases, including heart disease, cancer, metabolic syndrome, Alzheimer's, and various degenerative conditions. Therefore, anything that can help with inflammation, as I said, is very important. Now, curcumin also and turmeric dramatically increases the antioxidant capacity of the body. Now, oxidative damage is believed to be one of the mechanisms behind aging and many diseases. That involves free radicals, and turmeric and curcumin help to boost the body's ability to neutralize those free radicals. Curcumin boosts brain-derived neurotropic factor. Now, that's linked to improved brain function and a lower risk of brain diseases like Alzheimer's. Curcumin, in fact, is as effective as some drugs for Alzheimer's. Curcumin leads to various improvements that should lower your risk of heart disease, as I said. Heart disease is the biggest killer in the world. Cancer, however, is catching up. So with curcumin and turmeric, you can kind of kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. They've done studies on this, and curcumin works as well as some drugs for function in terms of benefiting the heart and cardiovascular functions. Turmeric can help prevent and perhaps even treat cancer. Now, this is one of those statements that kind of covers the whole playing field, so to speak. And they're still doing a lot of studies on this. I'm not a big fan of when supplements talk about curing or preventing cancer, because really, if there's a study that it does this, there'll be another study that contradicts everything that was previously put on paper. So again, you can do some more information on that. I'm not going to claim that turmeric necessarily cures cancer or curcumin or in particular anything like that, although it certainly can be beneficial. Curcumin may be useful in preventing and treating Alzheimer's disease. This one's pretty interesting. We all know that Alzheimer's, we all probably know somebody with Alzheimer's, a family member, whatever. It is just a terrible, terrible condition. And curcumin gets past the blood-brain barrier and seems to slow down or even reverse the progression of Alzheimer's, although that needs to be studied a little bit more as well. But there's been positive results in that. Arthritis patients respond very well to curcumin supplementation. Arthritis is caused a lot of times by inflammation in the joints. And since I talked about how curcumin and turmeric are potent anti-inflammatories, it makes sense that this would help with that. And in fact, curcumin was even more effective than some anti-inflammatory drugs. Studies show that curcumin has incredible benefits against depression, believe it or not. As I said, it passes the blood-brain barrier, and the effects are similar to Prozac. So it can help with that. As well, it boosts brain the levels of serotonin and dopamine. It helps with the combinations of those and how they work. Curcumin may delay aging and fight age-related chronic diseases. Now, this again goes back to oxidation and inflammation and some other things. It holds down the inflammation, and that is a huge thing. And again, fights the free radicals. Well, this is a wonderful supplement. Now, remember to take your piperine or put some black pepper in your diet to help with the absorption of these two. And again, if you want the benefits of curcumin, it's probably best to buy a curcumin supplement. Now, curcumin itself is much more expensive than buying the actual turmeric, but the benefits seem to be that much greater. So, a little information on turmeric and curcumin for everybody out there. Again, it's a pretty wonderful supplement, and it's taken off right now. I sell a lot of it. Talk to a lot of people who use it, and remember to do your research on a lot of this stuff and see if it is right for you. So, have a good day, have a good night, have a good time.